Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our third and final adventure of the evening, one which I'm calling Yurit, which is a strange name, I realize. Perhaps it will become clear in time. But without further ado, before we get into it, we're going to introduce our characters, per the usual. Othgarurt Charirgix, first up, the Bone Knapper. Othgarurt, welcome back.
Yes, hello.
Othgarurt, correct me if I'm wrong, but you are on the precipice of greatness.
I have been feeling a strange sensation that something dire is approaching.
Yes, one might say, but you've been really putting in a lot of work around the land of DnDTime, especially of late. Saving quite a lot of people. I wouldn't be surprised if Bartholomew tapped you for promotion soon.
I am just happy to do my part and help where I can. It feels good to be spreading so much help everywhere.
An honorable man, Othgar, an honorable individual, or lizard. My apologies. So, is there anything new going on in your life? Anything you're kind of, anything you're excited about? How is your crafting going?
I believe that soon my axe will be ready for use.
That is
It will just
wonderful.
need some final touches, which I believe I will have to consult with Bartholomew for.
That is wonderful news to hear. It seems like Othgar, you got a lot of you got a lot going on in your life right now. It's a very busy time for you.
Yes, I am also looking into some rumors I have heard.
Oh,
It would seem that there is perhaps a way to use materials from a Tarask for something.
I mean, anything made of Tarask or Tarask bone would be terrifying. No two ways about it. That would be a sturdy piece of equipment. So I hope you're able to pull that off.
I have yet to learn a trustworthy method for acquiring and utilizing this material, but I will continue my search.
Very good. I imagine that is pretty difficult to have a steady supplier for Tarask materials. But Othgarurt, I hope that you find success in that particular endeavor. And welcome back. It's good to have you again.
Thank you.
Next up, we have returning another veteran here who may be on the chopping block for promotion soon. Anadoltia Bluebeads, Confectia's porcelain princess. Anadoltia, hello.
Hello.
How are you today, Anadoltia?
I've had quite a week.
Oh, really? What's been going on?
I'm not sure if you recall about how Confectia told me to avoid a certain black and white licorice link.
Yes, you did inform me of that, of course.
Well, the girls came in one day saying there was a big cat in the backyard, and I went out there and, well, very big licorice links with black and red patterns just grinning at me.
And what did you do?
I tried to back away, and turn back into the house, but it just showed up right there. It was apparently able to teleport there, and it started to speak to me. That then Confectia appeared and said that she had to speak with it, and she and the licorice links kind of vanished at the same time. So I tried talking to her about it, and she said that it's nothing to be worried about. So I'm still a bit worried about it though, because that was a bit of a strange encounter, especially with that weird looking book around its on its little collar looking thing.
That is definitely very strange. I suppose you'll have to wait and hear more from Confectia about what happened, but I don't know. It seems like there's definitely something going on over in Confectia.
Yeah, I mean it's weird because I actually heard that it tried to say something, but Confession kind of cut it off and then disappeared. So it seems like there's more to this, but I'm not exactly sure what.
Well, I hope this mystery reveals itself before too long. And for now, I'm glad that you're okay and well back here adventuring with us, Anadoltia. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Elysia Silverblood, the Moonborn. Elysia, hello.
Hi, Pete.
Always so bright, Elysia. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good, and you?
I'm doing pretty well as well. I'm always excited to talk to all of you adventurers. So, Elysia, what have you been up to?
Oh, I've been working on training my magic a little bit.
Oh, really? Have you learned any new tricks?
Nothing quite to that effect, but I'm getting better every day.
Oh, that's very good. Where do you train, Elysia? Do you just train at the temple, or do you have your own kind of space that you use?
The temple's usually for a bit more the methodical daily meditations and routines. It's not so much for some of my more, I can't think of the term, magics that aren't quite so.
Yes, I understand. You don't want as much as you'd probably be okay with it. You don't necessarily want to see your father to see you rather casting around all those fireballs and essentially blowing a lot of things up. You've gotten a lot of pretty dangerous magics recently, Elysia.
Yeah, that's true. So I've been going over to the Sacred Vel and chatting with Chatter a bit. She's always really happy to see the majesty of my fireballs.
I imagine she is, and always just happy to talk too.
Yep.
Fair enough. Elysia, welcome back. It's always good to see you.
Thanks, Pete.
And last but not least, another cheerful one. We have Sunny, the Sun's Radiance. Hello, Sunny.
Hey, how's it going?
Your voice always puts me in a good mood. So
Oh, that's
bright.
great. Awesome.
Sunny, how are you?
Oh, great, excellent, fantastic.
Tell me, what's going on in your life? Anything new? How's your town?
Oh, yeah. We're our town just east of Green Meadows, doing great. We met some of this cactus cadre people. They're pretty.
Oh, you encountered the cactus cadre. I know they can be kind of dangerous.
Oh no, they're not dangerous.
Oh, really?
No, they're real cool.
Oh, I'm glad that you're. I'm glad that you guys are getting along. Did you perchance meet Senor Saguaro?
Oh yeah,
yes.
you mean yes, the best friends.
Oh, I can't believe you've become so close with the Senor. And I'm also, I'm very glad to hear it. Senor's a troubled sort, so you being closer to them is of course a good thing.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna burn down, everything. It's gonna.
Oh no, Sonny, why? Why would you do this?
Oh, why not?
You know what? I didn't ask myself why not, and when you put it like that, I guess there is no reason. Sonny, as always, it's very good to have you back.
Thanks.
So let's hop into tonight's adventure. Not far from, I believe, where Sonny's own village lies. Between the Baradac and the frontier, the Baradac is, of course, the very gloomy and very kind of wetland swamp, and the frontier, a dry desert. Between there, you're likely to find some very pleasant and beautiful rolling fields and meadows. And our adventure begins in one of these meadows, a very small town that has mostly stayed unknown to you. I don't know if the four of you would have ever heard of it. A small town by the name of Little River. Therein, apparently, some of the just small town life that goes on there, very humble village. A local mother has lost track of her child, and Bartholomew has teleported you there within the town to help. So where our adventure officially begins, all of you step into a teleportation circle in Bartholomew's shot. Bartholomew, I'll be sending you on your way. And you arrive just outside of the town a little ways. It's very lightly forested. There are a few trees, some very simple houses made of, a lot of kind of like log houses and things. The village is small in scale. You can see people just going out about their day. It's getting to be kind of closer to summer and spring. The weather here, it's not quite the frontier hot, but it's kind of getting closer and closer to being, legitimately hot. And it's one of the first days that feels like it could almost be a summer day. As you look in front of you at just what looks to be this town, just going about their just kind of going about their business. Yeah, that's where your adventure begins. You know you're meant to contact a particular woman, the mother of this girl. Her name was Elizabeth, and she lives here within the town. And yeah, what would you all like to do as you approach the river?
I'm gonna go and just take a real deep, nice little bathroom. I needed my daily water. So
Yeah, like the namesake of the town, there is a very kind of thin, small river runoff from the Baradac swamp. You can see what looks like just kind of like a small frog kind of gently swimming along the top of it, perhaps one that has kind of migrated from the swamp into a gentler climate. Yeah, you step in. The water is very kind of like pleasant. The water is very kind of pleasant, warmed by the sun. You soak up some life-giving water and hop out. You're good to go.
oh great, let's go. Come on.
All right.
What time of day is it currently?
It's near midday. The sun's kind of beating down heavy. Like I said, it's one of the first real proper hot days of the year that you've seen so far.
All right, so yeah, Anadoltia is probably like having like some sort of makeshift paper or something, like trying to fan little Lady Molly, and while just walking through the town, like asking people about Elizabeth.
All right, yeah, you begin working your way through town, and most of the people here seem pretty friendly. People are going about their daily chores. You see one half-orc man who kind of sees you. Howdy there, howdy. What brings you into Little River today? I don't think I've ever seen you folk around here before. He looks kind of through the group, and he looks at you, Sonny. You do seem a bit familiar.
Oh yeah, I live like the next town over. We're awesome.
Okay, fair enough. Well, perhaps I've seen you around here before. Yeah, you say you're looking for Elizabeth? She lives just over yonder. Big red house, barn over on the side. You shouldn't be able to miss it.
Thank you.
Of course. Have a good day now.
And Anadoltia like just rides on Lady Molly over there, still fanning Lady Molly.
Yeah, Lady Molly is panting pretty ferociously as you work your way about. People are definitely kind of eyeing you up. You definitely look a lot more, well, you look like adventurers, especially, Othgarurt coming through, the huge bone weapon on the back. People are friendly, but they're paying a lot of attention to you as you move through. You stand out. And you approach the red house to which he was directing you. Do you guys want to do anything before then, or do you just walk right up?
A little celebrity status out here in the state.
Yeah, you definitely your robes of Selune. What does Elysia wear?
Oh, have bright blue robes. They're trimmed in silver.
Yes, the bright blue robes definitely stand out in a town where most people are wearing, very simple pants, clothes for working clothes. So in that regard, you definitely shine a bit as you walk through.
It is good on a day as nice as this to be among good company and friends.
Yeah, and Anadoltia like looks at Othgarurt and just like nods, and then she takes her butterfly net, like just the little ring side of it, and just like kind of knocks on the door.
All right, you tap on the door, and you hear from within side, "Just a moment now, I'll be right there." And you see over on kind of the side, there's a little window that pops open, and a pie gets placed on the windowsill, and there's some like little steam coming off of it. And after that, you hear some footsteps inside, and she comes around to the door. "Oh, well, good afternoon." And then she looks at you. "You have to be the adventurers that I hired.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
That's us.
Do you have any
Indeed.
trouble finding the place? I know we're kind of out here. A little bit of a tricky spot."
Well, the town is nice enough to direct us to here, so we got here pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, nothing but nice folk around here. So, and come on in, please. And she kind of turns around and steps into the. She turns around and steps into the home. And if you don't mind taking your shoes off, though.
I don't have shoes.
Well, if you don't mind just dusting off your roots a bit. And she kind of looks questioningly, if that's the right word.
Yeah.
Do I have to take off these shoes? They are very special and have already been stolen once before.
She kind of looks at him. Unless your friends are going to, I mean, I certainly ain't going to steal your shoes. I put them in a special box for you if you'd like. I just don't want to track too much dirt in.
Okay. I will
I'm
trust
kind
your
of-
box.
I'm kind of
She
attached to
goes and takes your
soil,
shoes.
so
Don't worry, we can get rid of that.
oh, thanks.
And you just prestidigitate everything, Glean. Prestidigitate.
Yep.
And she goes, oh, well, not necessary then. Why don't you keep your shoes? That's a nice little trick. How do you do that?
Oh,
I guess-
you kind of wave a hand like this and it just gets clean.
I don't think. I guess that's why you're an adventurer and I'm not. And she goes over and sits down. I just baked a pie. Would you like a piece?
Yes, give me all the pie. I mean,
Well, don't be
Part
too
of the
greedy. I gotta share. I'd like to share it with everyone, and I gotta save a piece for my little girl. Oh, that's actually why I called you out here. I can't seem to get a hold of her. She's a tough one to track down.
And Ocean's still at the door because she's like looking at Lady Molly like, I don't think she's gonna let you in.
Yeah, she hasn't like even noticed quite yet that you're riding a dog made of molasses.
But and Ocean's like wise enough to like after hearing like her like say that, like take off the shoes and like, and I was like, oh crap, Lady Molly. Yeah, and Ocean just like asked Lady Molly to like wait on the porch.
Yeah, Lady
And then
Molly
just
just
go-
takes a few steps backwards, kind of, and then just walks over and just starts panting in the hot sun, sitting outside.
Well,
on the
actually,
porch.
Anadoltia would like ask the woman if she could actually spare a small bowl with some water for her own dog.
Yeah, not a problem. I just I just got some by the well a little while ago, and she goes over, pours a little bowl of water, brings it out for Lady Molly, and yeah, she cuts you all some pie, pours some glasses of water for all of you. Very crisp, very cool. Maybe taken from the river here or from the well, like she said. Actually.
oh,
Am I talking
thanks. Thanks for this. I needed it. And I poured the water on my head. Hey.
Yeah, it just absorbs right in. She goes, not a problem. So like I was saying, I called you out here because I needed some help with my daughter, little Yurit. She's a bit of a troublesome youth. I've tried my best to keep her wrangled, but she's got a free spirit, and well, sometimes I just can't quite track her down. You see, she's got a doctor's appointment. This afternoon, with old Doc McCreary down the way, and I got to make sure she gets there for it. She's a very unique child. I will say that.
Okay.
I know she's been around about the town somewhere, but she's hiding. She never wants to go to the doctors, even though, she needs to.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you mean by a unique child?
Yeah, that's a tricky one. You see, when she was younger, I want to say about 4 years old, little Yurit, she got bit by a very strange-looking animal. It wasn't necessarily it was some kind of dog. I don't know what it was, but ever since then, she's been acting all strange, and she can't seem to. How do I put it? She just can't be in one place.
Okay, I mean that.
So she'll be in one place, and then all of a sudden, just somewhere else.
So she kind of teleports around.
Teleport. I don't know about that, but she just like disappears and then appears somewhere in like
Oh,
a different spot.
Like whenever you blink your eyes, and then all of a sudden everything's gone, and then it comes back. It's like you blinked or.
Yeah, it's kind of like she's blinking with her whole self. That's a great way of putting it.
Okay, I kind of get the gist of things now.
And we try and, she's mostly got a handle on it, but we take her to the doctor regularly, make sure that everything's all right, and because, well, it's definitely strange, if nothing else. And she doesn't like going to the doctor for those visits. So she's off hiding somewhere, and, well, when your daughter can, what'd you call it, blink?
Yeah.
Yeah, when your daughter can blink, like you said, it's pretty hard to get her to do something she don't want to do. So you should just bring her back here and convince her that, well, that's probably what's best for her.
Does she seem to get particularly blinky on a full moon?
I don't know if the moon has nothing to do with it. She seems to just do it all the time.
Anadoltia probably lean towards like Elysia and like whisper to her ear.
I think she might have been bit by a blink dog.
I've heard of a lot of were creatures, but never a were blink dog. This should be exciting.
Yeah, sure would.
Oh yeah, she does also have some dog-like tendencies. She's got a sense of smell like a dog.
Oh, then she gets to smell your pie. Oh, can I take some for later? Ooh, that'll be good.
Yeah, I'll cut you another slice for the road. I'll give you one for her too. Maybe I don't know, bargain and chip. I made her favorite. That's strawberry rhubarb right there.
What is blink dog?
I guess it's some kind of dog that blinks like my daughter.
Anadoltia probably like look to Othgarurt and says like she'll explain on the way.
All right. In that case, you relax for a little while. It doesn't seem to be too much rush. She just needs her home basically by the end of the day, by sunset, because they're going to the doctors as the sun's going down. You head out and begin looking for this little girl. Her name was Yurit.
Thank you for pie, nice lady.
Not a problem. I hope to see you back here with my girls pretty soon. I trust that y'all are professionals in dealing with girls that blink around and stuff like that, right? That's kind of what you adventurers do on the regular?
Yeah, we deal with blinking girls all the time.
Excellent.
That's all.
She's in capable hands then. You step outwards into the town, and as you're walking off, I heard a lot of her friends. They usually hang out down by the old silo, and she kind of points off. I know, she might be there. If I go and get her, she ain't gonna. Well, I ain't gonna be able to track her. So no point in me going after her, even though I know where she is. But that's the place to get her.
Oh, thanks. Bye.
See you soon. And yeah, you guys head out, and you can see off in the distance, a bit of a ways out into the field. There is what looks like a big old silo, and another barn next to it. It looks like someone had some farmland here at one point, but whoever lived there must have let it go, let the house go, because you can see in the distance. You can see a couple of windows that are boarded up on the house. You can see the silo has a couple of holes in the top. There's certainly no farmland around there, and there's a pretty good distance, a pretty good walk. Because it's just so open here, you can see well out into the space, but it's maybe a mile or two away from the main town.
Yeah, and it also looks to Othgarurt and just explains what a blink dog is, because Confectia actually has a couple of them as pets.
Okay.
Yep. You get the vibe. It's just kind of a dog that teleports around.
That will be hard to catch.
Yeah, especially if it's especially since it's now a little girl who tends to do the same.
All right, what do you guys do?
Hey kids, how's it going?
All right, you're gonna go up to the you're gonna go right over to the silo.
Yeah.
All right. As you in that case begin to work your way over to the silo, you kind of leave the town behind you, and as you do so, you can kind of see, there's definitely some kids over here. There's a lot of kids that are just kind of playing. It's a weekend, school. So there are kids that are just kind of hanging out on the barn. Some of them have climbed up on top and are just throwing rocks off of the roof that they have collected. They look like they're trying to hit the silo from them. There's another kid that's just kind of laying with his back up against the silo, kind of half asleep. And you can hear some like chatter coming from within the abandoned barn and such. Yeah, and the kids are just kind of hanging there, and they see you walking up. And as you get closer, one of the kids kind of looks out and goes, "What are you doing here?" Looks like kind of an older kid. "Hey, who are you?"
Sorry to disturb you. We're looking for Yurit.
And he kind of calls out, "Oh yeah, what you want with Yurit?"
Oh, her mother sent us to come get her, though. So she does have some time before her doctor's appointment. I figured that we could probably talk to her a little.
We heard that she's really fast, and this one here thinks he's even faster. I point to Othgarurt.
I am very fast.
And the boy kind of looks back and goes, "You're right! Got some fellas here want to talk to you. To say they're fast and that your mom wants you." And then right next to him, all of a sudden out of nowhere, just teleporting into the space next to him, you see a girl. Her face is definitely very. There's something canine about it. It seems to like come a little bit more forward. You know, she's definitely human. And you can see kind of like the traces of almost dog, like a couple of fine whiskers, like a dog might have, over right in front of the face. And she kind of looks over at you, and her hair is kind of very shaggy in the back and kind of falls down. She looks over at you. "So my mom wants to see me, huh?
Yep, sure does.
Looking for me, is that right?
She has pie for you.
She probably wants me to go to the doctors and get all sorts of different types of tests done. Make sure I'm still doing fine."
Hold on, wait a second. Hold that thought. Can you look at something for me? I just want to show you something real cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and show it to me.
Okay, just look down real quick.
She's looking down at you.
Hypnotic pattern.
All right. This is a charm effect. She is rebellious, so she has advantage on saving throws against charms.
Okay.
Forgot to roll it public. She crit.
Oh, wait. How far is she from us?
She's up on the roof. You watch as every single kid in the area just goes, "Whoa, colors!" And Yurit kind of looks up at him and just goes, "Yeah, I've seen better colors."
Yeah, Anadoltia. Actually, I want Anadoltia to make some sort of check that would like. Can she tell if this if Yurit is like something more of a fayish blink dog or if something?
Go ahead and make a. I mean, you've never seen anything like this before. The kind of girl's appearance, but yeah, go ahead and make a intelligence or nah. I'll let you make an Arcana check. Yeah, Arcana or Nature.
I think I'll go with Arcana. 1 second.
Yeah. I mean, the signs that you've been told definitely seem like that's it, but just looking at her you don't yield anything else from it. I mean, she teleported like something that blinks would.
That's pretty cool.
Anadoltia get since she's on the sticky puppy, she'll probably have Bloody Molly go up the silo to meet with her.
Wait, hold on. Wait, you're
some
Barbarian.
Really
Are you
cool
pretty
patterns
fast?
you got there.
Are you pretty fast, Barbarian?
She kind of once again just moves over and just kind of appears on top of the silo and is just kind of sitting there with her legs kind of kicking. And she looks down at you guys and goes, "Why don't you go on back and go ahead and tell my mom that I don't intend to come home at, well, anytime, really. I think I might just live out here from now on. We got all sorts of stuff out here. It's very pleasant. All my friends are here, too."
Okay,
Yeah.
rebellious girl, that's cool. I'm talking to my friends now. Hold on. Hey guys.
Anadoltia's already on Lady Molly just walking up the silo.
Who wants to go for a trip? Which one of you two? Huh? I'm talking to the rest of the party.
You really like trips, don't you? I excuse myself from that because I do not trust Sunny with something as vague as a trip.
Yes, I like trips. Yes.
Oh, okay. Here, we're both gonna go for a trip. How's that? Hold on. Hey, let's do this, okay? And we teleport up to her.
Okay. You're going to thunderstep up next to her. All right.
Yep.
You do the damage on the space that you leave from, right?
Yep.
Okay. You appear instantly next to her, and she goes, "Whoa! That's pretty cool.
Oh, by the way,
Yours is a lot louder than mine."
yeah, it is. It's kind of loud. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Why are you getting up so close, though? And she just, at this point, she just zips back like maybe 10 feet and just puts a little bit of distance from you. She's definitely was like very uncomfortable by the fact that you were just able to teleport next to her. And she seems a lot more defensive. You see now she's kind of in like a bit of a... She's kind of in a bit of like a more defensive posture. She's
Where are
kind
you
of
going? Hold on, wait.
She's kind of
Where are you
leaning
going?
down on the...
No. We don't do that.
With a thorn whip? Jesus.
No, like,
Get
it's
back
taking
here!
control, and like Anadoltia's like trying to get in there to talk.
Get back here!
She kind of leans back, and you see as she's kind of like leaning backwards, and she's put herself into kind of like a defensive posture, feeling that like you're getting a little bit close, uncomfortably so. You can see at the back she has just like a dog's tail that's kind of like wagging a bit, and then she whoop! As soon as you go to Thorn Whipper, she's going to use her reaction to make her retreat. She's going to make her blink retreat. The Thorn Whip, it appears right next to her. Right at the last second, you see it kind of like almost like brush her cheek and go to like coil around her. And then she's just over on the opposite roof. And she says, "Now, mister, that was pretty scary. What was that? That looked like it might have hurt like a lot if you hit me with that."
Oh, I wasn't trying to hurt you. I just wanted to get you close to me.
And she is a kid. She's young enough to still be in kid range. You can tell by looking at her. So she's immortal. But she's looking over at you. Just very,
it wasn't about the damage. It was about the pull.
Oh, I know you wanted to pull her in, but also you can't help that it does damage. Like,
This is true. I cannot help that.
I guess Anadoltia finally gets on top of the silo. Just see like, certain dude like, and she just sighs like heavy.
And you see that now Yurit's there, just kind of like really kind of nervous, and she kind of like pulls out of her side what looks like a slingshot, and she kind of pulls it back and puts like a little pellet in it, and is kind of like pointing it now at you, Sonny, and goes, "I don't know what my mom told you, but I ain't going back there. No matter what, I'm staying out here, not going to the doctor. Hate the doctor, never going there. So why don't you go back to my mom?
Go
and tell
to
her
the
what-"
doctor.
She has advantage on these, like I said before.
Oh, wait. Wouldn't that be like the third spell slot used?
Yes.
Burning spells aggressively.
But does he only have two though?
No, oh yeah, that's right. I do only have two. Yeah, so I already used my two spell slots.
Oh.
Never mind.
Oh, jeez.
No, actually, no. Suggestion is cast with my hat. It's not cast with the spell slot.
24 is still going to get her there. This is something that she's you're playing into her exact two strengths here, which is teleporting and not getting charmed. And she's looking over at you, and she just goes, "I just said I wasn't going to go to the doctor. Also, what was that thing that you did where my head felt fuzzy for a second, and I wanted to go to the doctor? I don't like it when people try and do stuff like that." And she's gonna throw her. She's gonna shoot her slingshot at you.
Okay.
That's not advantage. That's a 19 to hit.
Oh, darn! That kind of hurt. Ow.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Wait, saving throw. Okay. Boo!
You succeed. So yeah, as you get kind of shot with this strange kind of pellet, it covers you in this liquid. It kind of like explodes and splashes on your face, and it smells absolutely terrible. You're just next to him, Anadoltia, and he just absolutely stinks all of a sudden, as whatever this kind of thing was. And you see some of the kids around the area all kind of like, "Oh no, why'd you do this, Yurit?" And that's kind of the general cry. And the area now smells very unpleasant.
And now Anadoltia just like looks at Sunny and discusses. Goes, okay, you know what? Get you. I'm just going to go talk to the girl, and she goes right back on. Gets right back on Lady Molly, who's also covering her nose, and just like decides to like walk towards the girl.
You know, Yurit, me and my dad actually have a lot of experience dealing with people. Like, if you come with us, we could just stop by the doctor real quick, and I mean, you could be a really great adventurer with the set of skills you have.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. She looks at you for a time and she goes, she kind of contemplates it, and then she zips down right in the space in front of you and goes, you think I could be like an adventurer, like a big famous one?
Oh yeah, you could probably even be stronger than me. I bet given a few years you could go toe-to-toe with the big one. I point to Othgarurt.
She kind of looks over at Othgarurt. She goes,
I will wave at her.
I hear about some of the adventurers. You guys are Bartholomew adventurers?
That's right.
I hear about some of them sometimes. Oh, I got told a story about what was it? The powerful, the great and powerful one. He was like a dragon, and one time I heard a story about he rode this bigger dragon up in space.
Oh, that's Uncle Kurgan. He's really good friends with my dad.
Wait, you know him?
Oh yeah, my dad's Lance Silverblood, the Silver Hierophant.
Silver. That sounds really familiar. Wait, so I can go with you and be like an adventurer?
That's right.
Yeah, I would love to do that. I don't want to go to the doctor, but I'd love to go be an adventurer.
Well,
Yeah.
we have to get our job done. So if we just stop by the doctor real quick, that finishes our paperwork, and then you can talk to your mom and come on down to Bartholomew's adventuring committee with.
Wait, my mom has to give me a permission slip?
Well, I think that's how it usually goes. I don't think you need to. But isn't that better for everyone if you do?
Hold on, but you forgot. You gotta get that checkup by the doctor to make sure that you're safe for adventuring.
I don't know. I think
It's part of the requirement.
It's just
that's how it's
semantics. Don't worry about
Yeah.
that.
She
We'll
looks
just
she looks
stop by
back
right
at you.
quick.
She kind of looks back up at you and she goes, "You know what? You shut up, Stinky."
Oh, hey, that's not very nice.
You know
My
what
name's
was very
Sunny.
nice? Trying to get me with a big giant whip that was covered in thorns. That was kind of not nice, and I got really scared there.
But the thorns were nice. They weren't gonna hurt. They're just
It
gonna
is
hug
right.
you.
I think
You
that's
do
a big,
smell bad.
I think that's a big old lie. I can smell a lie from a mile away. And you smell
No,
like
that's just
lies
my
and
smell.
that terrible liquid I got splashed all over you.
All right,
Oh, but it smells great to me. I don't know.
Would Anadoltia be down there like by your side by now?
Yeah, you're getting kind of like, anytime you kind of like move in such a position, like she's just naturally very defensive, and she just like is always keeping herself from being surrounded at any moment, and she keeps kind of like, if like it gets a little bit too close, she'll just boop, like move like even like 5 feet just to not have like 2 people on different sides of her. She always avoids seeing
Anadoltia
everyone.
is just been what trying to talk.
But you're
and
pretty
every time we
close.
get-
But you're getting pretty close to her, yeah.
Yeah, then Anadoltia like call out to her says,
Well, to be fair, like, even me, I mean, sometimes I have to go to a doctor, though it's not quite the same type of doctor you may go to. However, I mean, right now I just want to talk, because your abilities seem very familiar to something I might have encountered before. I mean, if you don't mind me talking with you about it.
Yeah, that's fine. You just keep talking, and I'll just be over here, moving it back a little bit, because you know it is kind of strange. It is a little bit strange. All of you coming up here and you're saying I know you got the little pins there that say adventure or whatever, but it is a little bit strange that you're coming up trying to convince me. My mama actually did tell me not to talk to strangers, and the more I think about it, the more you're starting to seem like you all are strangers. Does that make sense to you?
I guess it does make sense. So let me start over. My name is Anadoltia Bluebeads, and this little girl,
and Anadoltia just kind of like taps Lady Molly on the head.
It's Lady Molly.
It's very cute little dog you got there. Seems like she's made of goop.
I guess you could say that. It's more
No,
of a
didn't mean to be
sugar and
offensive.
molasses.
No,
Oh,
that's-
don't worry about it. I mean, she's a very good dog, and like,
And those can you like kind of like pet her a bit.
you give the dog the pats.
Yeah, but yeah, as she does it, like Anadoltia does continue to talk to us. So, your mom told us you got bit by a strange dog. Would you mind telling me what it looked like?
I was pretty young back when I got bit. I don't remember it too much, but it was kind of brownish. It was kind of it was like a regular dog size, and it was just like it was like me. It would just whip, 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 and she just kind of like poof, 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 and just kind of like zips around a couple times and comes back to where she was standing.
Yeah, I guess I will pretty much confirm Anadoltia's suspicion.
Yeah. No, it seems to line up.
so I guess what you were bit by was a blink dog, which my patron, which is something like a god but not, actually has a few of those as pets. They're really good.
She looks at you. That sounds really cool. I'd love to see him.
Well, maybe one day if you become a Bartholomew's Adventure, you will easily be able to see them if you ever visit the Feywild.
I mean, it sounds pretty good, but frankly, I'm just a little bit nervous. And so, she's still there, just kind of, looking unconvinced. You definitely are like on the path to like convincing her just straight out by kind of waving the adventuring lifestyle in front of her. But you might need to come up with some other way to kind of push it over the top.
Do you want to know a secret?
I mean, sure. Can you just say a secret in front of all these people? I don't think that's a secret.
Oh, it's not that big of a secret. But adventurers don't have to worry about doctors. We have clerics, and they can do all that, but even better with just a snap, and a bit of...
Yeah, they're right. It's true.
I mean, that sounds really good. Why don't we just go there, though? Why don't we just go there?
Because we already told you have to have the checkup. It's part of to make sure that you're physically fit to do.
And she goes, I don't know. I'm just not quite buying it.
No problem. I'll just have this pie to myself then.
All right, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
If not, I'm literally just gonna eat the pie. But okay, persuasion. Here you go.
Or you're just gonna like just take the pie and just.
I'm
chomp it up?
persuading her. She's
Okay.
getting persuaded too hard.
What are you doing? Are you like are you just eating the pie, or are you just like
No,
holding
I'm
the pie
pulling
up
out
and
the
like
pie,
just
holding
doing
it
like
up.
the open mouth?
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat it. And she goes, Is that my mom's strawberry rhubarb pie that you are about to eat for me? I guarantee you that was for me. And she just kind of starts like breathing in the air, and she goes, That is my mother's strawberry rhubarb pie that
If you want the pie,
in front of me.
if you want the pie, you're gonna just have to follow me there. Follow me. Maybe you can have the pie. I put the pie away.
Whoa, I don't want to go with you, but I do want the pie. That's a tough decision, and I will make
Bye.
you a deal.
See you later.
I will
And I
make a
start
deal.
walking.
That ain't gonna work on me. I'm telling you now, that ain't gonna work, but I'll cut a deal.
Bye. See you.
All right, you start walking away. She looks over at the group of the three of you. That ain't gonna work, but I was gonna cut a deal.
What
You
do
know-
you want? I can bring him back.
I was gonna play him for the pie. If he can catch me, I'll take the pie. Wait, let me rephrase. He can catch me, I'll go to the doctors and get the pie. But if he can't catch me, I'll get the pie and I won't go to the doctors. And then we got kind of a deal.
A race?
I was thinking more like a game of tag. We kind of play tag around here. I'm usually the one usually everyone's it, and I'm just the one that hides because no one can catch me, and it's only fair if it's everybody. And all the kids are kind of just like nodding in agreement. But I guess in this case, it'd be the four of you against the one of me, and all these kids. I guess they're on my side too. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, fellas? And a lot of like the two boys that were up on the roof before just look down. Yeah, I guess so. We could do it. The other one kind of speaks up, who hasn't spoken yet. Yeah, I think we could do that.
But you are kind of magic. It would be unfair unless we too could use magic.
Oh yeah, do whatever you want. I saw that he jumped around. That's going kind of crazy. That's why I was giving myself them boys too.
Yeah, Anadoltia like look towards his.
No, that does sound like quite a bit of a challenge, and I'm willing to take it up on it.
Well, this sounds like a real adventure now. You're on.
And she kind of puts her hands out. She kind of puts her hand out to shake hands on it. She spits in her hand first.
I also spit in my hand and shake.
She touches your hand. As the second she makes contact, she just disappears, and she's just kind of gone out of the space. And she just hear her yelling from within the barn somewhere. Also, the pie's the condition. You gotta convince him to do the pie thing. Otherwise, don't count. And yep, she just disappears within the barn. One of the boys kind of looks down. Usually rules is she has to stay in the barn or in the silo there. But, you know, usually just the barn, because that's the only place. If it's just out in the open, she's just gone.
Alright, so what was the conditions he said?
Yep, you guys got about a minute to catch her, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Let's do this.
And you're within the barn. You know, yeah, not like the whole day or anything, but...
Alright, so...
but she's only going to be in the barn. She's not just going to teleport through the open field, because you could never catch her.
Alright, so, I know Anadoltia will just, like, get off of Lady Molly, and have, like, Lady Molly, like, she's probably, like, Anadoltia's probably, like, actually, yeah, I think I ought to make a check, to just look around, like, where would be a good place where she could, like, Yurit would more than likely blink to.
You're not even. She's inside the barn at the moment, and you're kind of like, you're without it at the moment, so you can go in and like kind of check out the barn if you want.
All right, yeah, she'll do that.
Everybody, do you come back?
Oh yeah, I come back, and that was a thing that I was planning on doing, was hiding by some bundles of hay. It didn't say that it was in the barn, so I thought they were gonna be in the field. So, my bad.
Fair enough. So you guys move now into the barn, and within it, you can see it's pretty dark inside, but there are some very simple torches that are lit up. They're very far away from anything because it is a wooden barn. You know, the place looks like if those torches caught, they would just go up. You imagine the kids are probably not allowed to have torches in here in reality. But nonetheless, there's also some like holes at the top of the barn where the smoke's filtering out from them. Through in the inside of it, as you're looking around, a lot of it's been cleared out, and it's been converted into something of a clubhouse. There's like 2 different levels of the barn. There's a lot more kids in here that you see. A whole bunch of them that are all kind of like sitting inside, talking and kind of playing games, getting out of some of the hot sun. And you see Yurit's just standing on like a raised platform, like the second story of the barn. There's like a ladder that leads up to it. They got all like tables and stuff in here, and she's there just kind of like standing, waiting expectantly for you guys to walk in. Up above, there's even more kind of like, there's basically 3 floors. There's the ground floor. There is like the second floor where a lot of the kids are hanging out, and then there's above like cross beam rafters that are kind of holding some of the ceiling up, and a bit of a loft at the top there.
Is it fair to say that there's probably bundles of hay or something in here too?
There's a couple of bundles of hay. There's not like a ton. It's been mostly cleared out, but there's some bundles of hay that look like they've been put up as like chairs that some kids are sitting on at the moment.
Second story platform.
The whole building is about 30 feet in total. The second story, actually no, it's less, about 25 feet. The second story platform is about 10 feet up, and then the cross beams are about another 10 feet up. So it's like 20-foot rise that you could stand on. I guess there's also the roof and the ceiling.
All right, so I'll have like Anadoltia would definitely just get off of Lady Molly and just tell Lady Molly to climb up to the rafters area and like slowly, like probably very slowly walk across all the rafters up there and just spread her a little bit of a mess of her molasses.
And as you kind of look down and just command Lady Molly and you say, you just kind of give those instructions, she goes, "All right, 3, 2," and then just kind of calls out, "1."
As soon
there we
as
go.
I
Took a
hear
second to kick in.
one, I twin spell haste on myself and Othgarurt.
Yeah, everyone roll for initiative. Because she's, like, also acting in this moment.
Will I also roll initiative for Lady Molly since she's pretty much going to be acting independent?
Yeah, that's cool. 18. All right. In that case, the first to act. She is very quick. Oh wait, Sonny, you're not up yet.
Okay. Roll. Did it not? Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Did your initiative come up yet?
Yeah, I rolled 16.
Oh, I don't see it. Do you guys have it on your screens?
Nope.
That's weird.
What? I just rolled it.
I don't know. It's not. Can you just pop it up? Just do it again and see if it comes up a second time.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah, you might be having a problem with your roll 20. If you did it again, I'm still not seeing anything.
Oh no, I haven't done it a second time.
Oh, okay.
Boom.
There it is. 17, you improved. Nice. So, in that case, the first to act in this instance is going to be you, Elysia. You do get to go first. So, what do? You already said it, basically.
Yes, I twin spell haste on myself and Othgarurt, and then I use my hasted action to... Actually, concerning hasted actions, can you use that hasted action to activate other abilities, or only the short list of things?
You can only use it to do the short list of things listed therein.
Ah, rip. I suppose I just dash towards where Yurit currently is.
Okay. You get dash towards where Yurit currently is. It's your action, so you basically run across the barn and begin climbing up the ladder because she's on like the second rise. You make it to the top of the ladder, and you're kind of basically right in front of where she is. And you're also now on the second floor. And she just kind of looks across at you. She goes, "Whoa, you're a lot faster than I thought you'd be, but that's okay, because I'm the fastest that ever lived." And it's her turn. On her turn, she's going to look out across at you. And she goes, "And I'm also very sorry about this." She's going to fire a slingshot at you. It's a 13 to hit. Does that hit? Oh, yeah. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, because it did not show the full effect. I'll just do it again to show you the effect. Oh, you succeed! You are not blinded. As you are struck by this thing, it hits you right kind of around the forehead, and this pellet, like, it stings incredibly, but also this, like, terrible, like, blinding, this like pepper spray almost comes out of it. It gets in your eyes, and you kind of close it and blink and, like, wipe it off. It doesn't get in there too deep. You're okay at the moment. And then as part of that attack action, she's also going to do her teleport. She blinks upwards into the rafters up above, into the crossbeams on the ceiling of the barn, and
Is
takes
she about 30 feet away?
Yeah, she's like within, vertically, she's about 30 feet away, yeah.
Okay.
I am sorry, Othgarurt. We are both stunned.
And... Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Alright, she also zips up onto the, she zips up onto the crossbeams and kind of moves along the crossbeams a little bit farther. So she's basically like the farthest point she could be right now from the entrance coming in. As that's going to bring us to you, That's going to bring us to you, V-Bunny. And she's actually, because like the vertical distance is 30, but the horizontal distance is significantly longer than that, V-Bunny. So she's closer to about, like 70 feet away from you at the moment.
Oh, that's not nice.
But, I
Okay.
mean, you can walk as well.
Well, I can walk, but I wanted to do a certain thing because she was mean to me. But nope. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna walk 30 feet towards the direction of her.
All right, you want to go up to the ladder and start like climbing upwards, like
Yep.
where Elysia was. All right. If you take your dash action, basically you can get to where Elysia was because Elysia was hasted. So
Oh no.
she zipped forward and had the double movement. And,
Oh
and
no,
was
I'm
right up
not
the ladder.
planning to take the dash action. No, no, no. I'm gonna do something instead. I'm gonna make my smell go away. Bye-bye, smell.
All right, you druidcraft away. Excellent choice. You druidcraft away the sense of smell, and she kind of looks down at you. She goes, "That's pretty clever. That's a pretty good trick you got there." And what else do you want to do on your turn?
Oh, I think that's all
Yeah, I
right
guess you
now.
have a bonus action, but yeah. In that case, that's going to bring us to the next initiative, which I believe was you, Othgarurt?
Yes, but I am stunned.
Oh yes, you are stunned. You feel yourself moving at lightning speed, and you feel the energy tense, and then your muscles just suddenly seize up as Elysia takes that shot, and that's going to bring us then to Anadoltia.
All right, so Anadoltia already gave her like stuff to for Lady Molly to do. So Anadoltia will. Let's see. All right, what? How would you describe the light level in here currently?
Between dim and bright.
So would you say it would count as dim light?
Not
I-
yet.
Not really.
Okay, never mind. So
I mean, it's lit up. It's lit up for light. There's also like a sunbeam coming in from like the holes in the ceiling and stuff. Because it's midday. You're just like sunlight filtering in.
all right. So Anadoltia will just yeah, I think. Yeah, for her action, she's probably going to focus on dodging.
Okay, you're just gonna take the dodge action.
Well, actually, wait. Yeah, for the moment, she'll take the dodge action. Can I also move with that?
Okay.
I'm asking, can I also move? Well,
Oh yeah, you can move. I thought you were saying I'm gonna also move. Yeah, you can move as well. It's an action.
Alright.
To,
So in that case, the action I'll take. Okay. So how much movement will it take to get up to the top of the second ladder?
to get up to where Elysia is, it would take a dash action, so you wouldn't be able to dodge if you did that.
Okay, so how far will 25 feet get me?
To the bottom of the ladder, where Sunny is. A little
I
bit.
should
shorter.
be double a dash action away, not just a dash action.
Oh. Oh, because you're dashing and you have double move.
Right.
That was my mistake. She would have had to have used her reaction. She was able to use her reaction to escape, and I'll say that happened. And so she won't have a reaction right now.
Okay, so alright,
and you're
so,
farther up, Elysia, just a little bit. Because
so,
that's
so
where
wait,
you
so
need to go.
Sunny's in front of the ladder.
I'm up the ladder. I thought.
Nope, you're at the base of the ladder. Because you chose not to. Or wait, did you take the?
I
dash
did
action?
climb.
Oh yeah,
I
you
didn't.
did climb. So
No,
you're
but I didn't dash. I just got up to 30 feet. You said.
Yep. Okay, so Anadoltia, where are you trying to go?
All right, so since he's right there at the ladder, is there any like hay bales I can like kind of climb up on?
I mean, yeah, there's handbells over on the side. Like I said, there's like kids kind of hanging out in them.
Yeah, so Anadoltia will probably like attempt to like climb with as much movement as she can currently, climb up on those.
Okay, yeah, you get up on a hay bale.
Okay, and that will be her turn, and then I guess with Lady Molly she's just gonna be
Just start
like,
climbing up and getting up to the top section of the building.
yeah, she's pretty much like getting up there. Since Lady Molly can move 40 feet, so she could
Great.
probably get up on the rafters, and after that she's just gonna like slowly creep.
Lady Molly's on the ceiling now.
She's gonna be on the rafters and slowly creeping across the beams while leaving her sticky, gooey molasses behind.
Okay. In that case, that is going to bring us to the top of the initiative. Elysia, you are now stunned. This is the stun
I'm
turn.
stunned.
Lady Molly kind of moves up and is kind of creeping along the ceiling. Right now, Yurit's in a pretty good position, so she just looks down. She just kind of looks down at you, Anadoltia, and she goes, "Can I shoot your dog? I don't want to hurt her too much. Could she take a hit?"
I'm not sure, but you know that hurting animals is very, very bad.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? All right. And she just kind of whips back and fires. She fires a sling at you, and she's gonna hit you with the. She's just gonna hit you with a regular bolt as she snaps one off at you. 14 to hit, Anadoltia.
I did take the dodge action.
Still 14 to hit.
That would, let me check. My armor class is equal to 14.
So that's gonna hit for 8 points of bludgeoning damage. She just whacked. It just kind of dings off your porcelain head. It smarts. It still smarts. And she kind of chuckles a little bit. And she's in the best position she can be at the moment, so she's gonna stay right where she is. Kind of edged on the back corner.
I thought the dodge action could avoid shots like that.
It's disadvantage.
It's disadvantage on attack rolls against it.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha.
And that's going to, in that case, bring us. It's all for her turn. She doesn't have too much to do. And that's gonna be. Othgarurt. Wait. No, Sunny. It was Sunny. Sunny, what do you want to do?
Okay. I'm gonna continue slowly walking up, towards her, but then I'm gonna druidcraft again to put out some of the lights.
All right. Keep in mind that if you want to completely eliminate light from the space, there's a hole in the roof from which sunlight is kind of coming through a bit.
I know.
Okay, cool. So, how does this work? You just druidcraft.
It says you can
you
instantly
snuff
snuff out.
Torch or a candle.
Yeah.
Candle. So yeah, there's like 3 torches in the space. You instantly, one of them just boop, just goes down.
Yep.
Could I ask Sonny which one he's getting rid of?
Probably the
there's
one.
In, like 3 different corners. There's one like on the higher up, one right up on the higher up floor, one over on the side of the room, one closer to the ceiling.
I'll probably do the one closest to me.
All right, so that's the one on like the 2nd floor. So you snuff out that torch.
And continue climbing up. And continue on my way.
All right, there's no ladder to get up to the rafters at the top. She just teleported up there, so you'll need some kind of way. But you're right.
I have a way. There'll be a way.
Okay, cool.
Don't worry
So you
about
just move closer to her, but you're like still a floor down. And that's going to bring us next to Othgarurt now.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
How close am I to the 2nd floor?
You are right where you walked in because you got stunned almost immediately. You felt incredible, overwhelming energy. And then you just lost it all. You are. It's a regular move. It's a 30-foot move to get to the ladder. To get up the ladder is another basically 20 feet, and then you can take a couple steps. So to get to the 2nd floor would be more than a move action if you have 30-foot movement.
I see. I will. Wait. How do these boots activate again? It is.
What do you have? The boots of the escape artist.
Yes.
What is the official rules text of it? Do they allow you? Is that like they let you do expeditious retreat? Is that what they do?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to basically now you can take the dash action as a bonus action. So you basically can move like a rogue now. The initial casting of Expeditious Retreat is, I believe, a bonus action to cast the first time, so you don't have that move completely activated, but you are now moving very quickly. So it takes the first, basically you don't have any extra movement now, but you will in future turns like you're raging, basically.
Very good. Then, for now, I shall use my standard action to dash.
All right. So you get up the ladder, and you're basically
Wait.
you're
I
basically around where
believe
Elysia was.
that I can long jump, or high jump 20 feet up. I am skipping the ladder
How?
by jumping 20 feet.
You can long jump. You can do a running long jump 20 feet, but your vertical jump is like 5 plus 8. Or it's like 5, I'm sorry, it's like 3 plus your strength or something like that, so I think it's like 8 if your
Yes.
strength is 20.
Oh, am I misreading?
Yeah, long jump is the one that's equal to your strength score, and then...
Yes, I am. Oh, that's unfortunate that I'm not
High
skipping
jump.
the ladder.
Yeah, so you do gotta
That
go
would be
up
cool.
the ladder. You could probably jump and like reach your hands up. You're taller than that, so if your vertical leap is 8 feet, which is ridiculous. If your vertical leap is 8 feet, you could like jump up and kind of climb up if you want to do that. But you just couldn't like flat foot your way up there.
No, I will just take the ladder.
Fair enough. You climb up the ladder with infinite haste, and you're standing now basically next to Elysia, and you guys are all except for Anadoltia on the kind of second tier floor, and that's going to bring us around to Anadoltia. What do you want to do?
All right, so all right, so Anadoltia will probably see where the girl. Can Anadoltia still see where she is?
Yeah, she's a little tough to see because there's now like rafters and stuff in the way, but you have a visual on her.
All right.
Also,
so,
it's a little bit darker than it was before.
Ever
So,
so slightly.
yeah, but Anadoltia's still on the first floor, not the second. So.
Yep, I know.
So yeah, I don't think it's still not dim light yet, from what I can tell. So, but yeah, Anadoltia would like look at her and cast. Let me check if it's 90 feet. So yeah, Anadoltia would cast this at well, let's see, 3rd level since that's all I have.
You're gonna hex her.
Yeah, and for the ability that has disadvantage would be dexterity.
All right, she's gonna have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws
Yep.
or ability checks as well.
Checks, not saves.
It's just
Checks.
ability checks, yeah.
Naturally.
And that's my bonus action.
All right.
And my standard action is attempting to get up to that 2nd floor.
Okay. So you were basically you'd walked over the base of the ladder, so you climb up the ladder, and that's your standard action is to go up there, or your move action. So that's your move action. You get up to the next thing, and you still have an action actually. Once you're up on the 2nd floor because you're already moved up to the bottom.
All right, so can't cast that. So I guess I will cast upon myself cantrip. Oh wait, no, I can't cast it. Never mind. So, that will be. I guess the standard action will just continue to dodge.
Okay. So you go up to the top of the ladder and then take the dodge action after your hex. Excellent. And Molly keeps kind of getting closer and closer as you move back to you, Elysia.
She's pretty much getting closer and still leaving that mess of stickiness behind her.
Gotcha. Elysia.
I hold an action to cheer on Othgarurt.
All right, fair enough. That is going to bring us to her turn. Who she sees the.
oh, hold on, wait. I thought it. Oh yeah, no, she goes before.
No, it's her turn. And she's going to kind of look down at. Is your action to cheer on Othgarurt actually to cheer him on, or is it to cast a spell on Othgarurt?
Let's cast a spell on Othgarurt.
Okay, so you do, I believe, have to make a concentration check if you're readying to cast a spell and then get attacked, which she is.
In that case, not knowing that, I just twin spell haste again and
enough.
use my hasted action.
What's your hasted action going to make?
To hide.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and, you make a stealth check. You go over and just duck behind a table, one of the kids sitting at it, and he just goes, "Hey, get out of here!" But you duck behind the table. And
As a bonus action, I can consume a 2nd level spell slot to buy some more sorcery points.
excellent. Othgarurt, you feel that energy going through you again, and you hide, and she doesn't seem to immediately care about you after you've hidden. She's more focused on Othgarurt in that case. She looks down at you. She goes, "You look like you could take this." So, and she's gonna let fly a vicious shot at you. That's 9 points of bludgeoning damage. I assume the 27 hits. Jesus.
Yes.
And then 5 points of additional piercing damage as it hits you. You can see it almost looks like she just fired a caltrop at you out of it. It like hit you and then like stuck into you, and it's now just basically like it's basically in your shoulder, lodged in. It's pretty nasty. Like, and she looks down. Sorry. And then she blinks down and is no longer on the roof and is somewhere else in the barn that none of you are currently in sight of. And you kind of intuit that if there's nowhere that you're currently in sight of, it's somewhere underneath the platform, because that's the only place you guys don't have vision of, is underneath the platform you all just climbed up on top of. Because I think all of you are on that same platform right now. And it passes to your turn, Othgarurt. What do you want to do?
Bonus action, haste, or not haste, dash.
Yep, you can
Haste
dash.
action, dash.
Your speed is immense right now. You are an absolute blur.
Dropping off of the platform and moving underneath the platform until I find her.
All right, it's just like it's just a it's just like a couple steps at your current speed. So basically, your first move action. I assume you don't care about the bludgeoning damage and falling.
I do not.
You fall and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you kind of land down. You look around. You don't immediately see her as you're moving in the space, but you can take just a couple more steps still in the same movement action and be in the room. You look around and all of the kids that are kind of sitting underneath the platform are all just kind of like giggling a little bit. And you don't see her. There's a lot of like miscellaneous like furniture and stuff in the space. But you still have a lot of turn left in you because that took almost no movement. Like, you even have still movement.
Okay. If I cannot see her from this angle, I will move across the room and look from the other angle.
All right, do you want to make a perception check? It would take an action to, like, officially make a perception check. But I can give you your passive perception if you just want to move, basically.
I will use my passive perception.
Okay. You move across the other side of the room, and you don't see her. Like, basically everywhere in the barn that's open, she's not somewhere that's open. Also in this space, you can see what looks like, a dresser. You can see a whole bunch of different, like, barrels and stuff. You can see other miscellaneous, like I said, there's, like, a big chest over on the side of the room that's kind of open at the moment. She's not in it, it would appear. It's got, like, different kids, a bunch of like, clothes and stuff in it. So maybe under that. But yeah, you think she's probably hiding somewhere in this space. Or, somewhere else in the barn that you just haven't thought of yet. You still have, basically, you've right now, at this point, consumed your move action with your immense speed. Or your bonus action, I think you said you were doing, right?
Yes.
Alright, so you still have a move action and action. What do you want to do?
I will... Can I still make the check to try and spot her more carefully?
Yeah, you can make a perception check. 19, alright. As you're looking around, you can see that you catch, just as you jump down, because you move down with such lightning speed, one of the barrels on the stack over on the side just kind of like wiggles a little bit, and it's almost like it's kind of settling into the place. It's the one that's on like the top of the pile of barrels.
I see. I will pretend not to notice and stay here for now.
Alright. That is going to end your turn. That brings us then to V-Money. What do you want to do? Sunny?
Is there light in that room that they're in? Like, because you said there's 3 torches. I put out one.
There's only 2 torches still lit.
Okay.
The section that you think that she's most likely in from the disappear, from the teleport, has a torch in it still lit. The section that you're in, you did the torch there, and there's one higher up that you haven't gotten.
Okay. For that case, I'm gonna put out the one that's higher up and then go down.
All right. You gonna jump down as well? Take the damage?
No, I'm just. Yeah, I'll take the damage.
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you jump down.
Okay.
You unlight
That's
a torch. You can see Othgarurt around. Othgarurt is like standing over right near the barrels, but is not like doing anything, and is kind of looking at them. It's your action to
Okay.
Druidcraft.
Yeah.
Bonus
Hold on.
action.
Hold on. I have a bonus. Okay. I took a little bit of damage. I can heal that.
Fair enough. You go ahead and roll that healing at your leisure. As we move now to...
Which one do I want to do? I think. Sure, I'll use 3. Boop. 14 healing. No fire.
All right. You heal for 14. Nice. And that now is going to bring us to Anadoltia. What do you want to do?
Okay, so the second floor or second level, is it dim light?
The second floor is, I would say it's dim light now that the torch has been out. The sunlight is still... No, it's the sunlight that's really getting you down. If the sunlight was in some way, like you figured out a way to cover up that like hole in the ceiling, then you would officially have dim light.
Oh, I have a way to do that. Just saying.
I'm just, or is there anywhere around the second level that has dim light?
In like the edges, yeah.
Alright, so is any of the edges within 25 feet of me?
Yeah, you can get up over to like the edge, I'd say. That's fine.
Alright, so yeah, I'll go to the edge within 25 feet of me, and then I will use the Cloak of the Bats, Cloak of the Bats ladder ability. While wearing the cloak in an area of dim light or darkness, you can use your action to cast Polymorph on yourself, transforming into a bat.
All right.
While you're in forming the bat, you retain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores.
Excellent.
The cloak cannot be used this way again until next
Gotcha.
time.
So yeah, you, Anadoltia, you take your action, and you're now a very intelligent bat. As you are now a bat, just kind of flying on the side of the barn. What a perfect place for a bat to be. As we move now into initiative, Molly's just on the ceiling, hanging out.
Molly will pretty much continue to like coax the top of the rafters with the sticky molasses.
Okay. That is going to then bring us to the top of the initiative, which is Elysia. Elysia, what do you want to do?
Let's get things started right. And with that, I fly up into the rafters, where I will try to hide among the shadows of the rafters to have the hide.
Okay. You go ahead and move up into the rafters and try and hide amongst some of the shadows there. Go ahead and make me a stealth check. Alright, you go and hide in the rafters. And that's all for your turn?
That does it.
The wings come out, you jump up. That brings us next initiative to her, who's going to take no action, or that at least that you are aware of. And that is going to bring us next to Sunny. Do you want to do Sunny or on the ground level?
Oh, I'm done with being on the ground. I don't like it no more. I'm gonna just go back up.
All right, you can go back up to the second floor.
Oh yeah, that
All
third light. Bye bye. No more.
All right, all of the lights are now out. It's only the big hole from which sunlight is coming in, and the open door, but that's insignificant.
Yeah.
All right, it's almost completely dark in the space. Some of the kids are kind of nervous and are moving out. And that is going to bring us to Othgarurt. What do you want to do?
I will start by clarifying for you and anyone who may be scrying on us from home, just to make things a little bit clearer. I have a base speed of 40, which is doubled by haste, and I can double it twice more by taking 2 dash actions, which I believe puts me somewhere in the 240 feet per round speed range.
Oh,
Don't forget you can do a third doubling of it.
I'm aware.
I just
I'm aware of the big speed.
wanted to make things easier.
Yeah. Just to just so as you know.
And for everyone who may be scrying at home.
you are what one might call a fast boy. And it's your turn. You're in front of the barrel. You saw it wiggle a little bit, but it's now come to a rest. What do you want to do?
I shall move directly to the barrel and attempt to grab what is inside.
Okay, as soon as you do so, what is inside the barrel kind of like, you just take the lid off and instantly put your hand down, and you see for a brief moment just, and then the hand touches down into nothing, and she uses her reaction to teleport upwards, and is now on the top floor, upper on the rafters, and she looks down and her feet are kind of a little bit on the molasses, and she looks over at you, Elysia, who's very close to where she was because she couldn't see where she was teleporting. She's about 10 feet away from you, farther up on the rafters right now. And she looks at you and she just goes, "Hi!" As she looks at the wings and she's just like, "Oh, no." Othgarurt.
I will dash with my regular action now and spend the rest of my movement getting as high up as I can to get a better view of where she went.
All right, are you going to try and... so you just basically... You have so much speed that you come over here, you pull off the barrel, you see she disappears, and then you move up the ladder. You're not done with that move action. You're on the second floor. You still have some move left. Would you like... the rafters up above are a little bit higher. The whole place is 25 feet. But with a pretty impressive leap, you might be able to... basically, you need to make an athletics check to jump up, grab, and then pull up. If you want to just basically climb up. But with your incredible jump height, you could pull it off.
I was curious if I could long jump up there.
Long jump? I mean, you could, like, jump horizontally. Basically, if you want to jump and get up there, it's the vertical height that's going to matter the most. The distance, you'll just cover with your movement anyway. So it's still the height that's important, so I think you'll still need to make an athletics check to grab up and hold on, essentially.
Here goes everything.
Oh, 9. You go and leap, and with your immense speed, you basically warp up to the point where you're at. You go and you grab onto the bar, and then your hands just kind of slip. Your hands just kind of like slip a little bit on the sides, and you fall down. You fall down the full 20 feet, taking 2d6 bludgeoning damage. And you still can move and run back up and try it again if you would like, with the amount of movement that you have.
I will try it again.
This is a very good feature to have. This is a very good combination of abilities to have for this particular adventure. This time, you just run back, you fall, and as you move at warp speed, you just see Yurit looking down at you, and just, oh my god! As this time you leap up, you swing yourself up over the top, and you are on top of the bars, and you can move up and tag her.
I will do so if I can.
Yeah, you can. You just did it. You did the thing. You walk up to her, and you run. I mean, would you care to describe what is the equivalent of the killing blow in this instance?
At maximum speed, I will proceed along the rafters, zigzagging for maximum effectiveness. And as I approach her, I will speak as softly as I can manage for being a big, scary lizard. Child, you are too slow. And then I will tap her on the nose.
And she goes, "No!" And she seems very, very upset at the moment. And she just kind of goes, "No, no, no! How are you you're big! You're so big! How did you run? You ran up and then you fell and I couldn't even move!"
Anadoltia, disengages the polymorph and lands back on the sticky puppy. And then just looks to Yurit, goes,
Well, you're a teen. Things like that could happen, and that's what adventuring is really all about.
That seems like a valuable lesson that you're teaching me right now, but really, I just want my pie and now I have to go to the doctor's.
It might not make up for this, but do you want to fly? I can fly you around really fast. Teleportation's great and all, but it can't really compare to the wind rushing across your face.
Oh no, watch
all
this!
chasing. Sorry.
Wait, actually first, I'm gonna go get my pie. She walks over to you, Sunny.
All this chasing sure makes me hungry as I eat the pie.
for the record, as you're about to put it in your mouth, for the record, the agreement was, if you do not give me the pie, I do not go to the doctor's. I got the pie either way.
Oh.
And for the record, double for the record, you literally will fail the adventure if you eat that piece of pie.
But I had 2 pieces of pie. She gave me
Double for the
the
record.
Okay, fair enough.
She'll
So you're-
teleport in and take it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So you eat your piece of pie and pretend like you ate it?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and make a deception check. With
She
advantage.
did give me 2 pieces of.
That's true. No, that's true. I forgot. With advantage.
Okay. Hold on. Where's this? The deception. Where is it at? I can't find deception for some reason. There it is. No, that's perception. Where's there it is. Deception. With advantage. Okay. 23.
And she goes, no! And puts her hands up once again in defeat. And she goes, I'm getting out of here! And goes to
Wait! You're gonna lose your pie!
She looks back. She takes the pie. My mom's strawberry rhubarb pie. Great. So I guess I gotta go to the doctor's with y'all. I can actually fly too. It's just really ugly. Want to see?
Oh yeah, we can fly together.
And she just she zips onto the roof, and then you see her just teleport up into the sky, and then go whoa, and then teleport again, and keep just falling and catching yourself at the last second.
Though I still have the movement speed, I will attempt to race her to her home.
All right, you get there way before her because you move like an absolute monster. Yeah, you guys bring her back home. She goes, she sees her mom. Her mom goes, thank you all so very much for bringing my daughter home to me. I appreciate it. We're going to have a talk about this later on. She looks up at her mom. Mom, I want to be an adventurer! And the mother
whenever you want to be an adventurer, here's my dad's card. Just come by the temple and I'm sure we can teach you how to handle your curse to make you as strong as you can possibly be.
And with that, as you guys, complete your adventure, you just hear over the sound of like the door closing behind, just adventurer. You want to go out and be an adventurer? Are you kidding me? And you just hear, but Mom, it's and on that, you guys have completed this adventure. You've all earned 200 Bartholomew bucks. You've each gained a point of experience. You've all gotten a delicious slice of strawberry rhubarb pie. And that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all very much for playing.